No matter what Lucain is preparing in these halls, we will deal with it. Do you have the trinkets on you, Tar?
I do.
Well, then all that's left to do is hope that we were right. Time to end this, Tahar. For all of Nortander.
And my mother. Soldiers, get ready. Lucain is hiding behind these doors, and once we dispel the barrier, I want you to charge in. We still don't know anything about that ritual he's preparing, but it might be dangerous, so be on your guard. But whatever happens, there's one thing I know. Lucain will be put to justice. Many of us have given their lives for this fight, and all of us have bled for it. It was a war that no one wanted, and this is where it ends.
The keep is strangely silent as you ascend the Grey Tower. The last time you walked these stairs, you were accused of murder. Now you're told that the fate of Nortander rests on your shoulders. A leaden weariness overcomes you as your mind wrestles with the events of the past moons. A familiar feeling. You do what you did the countless times it has happened before. You shake off the thought.
Zarek's fangs. What was that?
A trap.
Not a trap. The last chance to do the right thing. It's not too late.
So you planned this?
The barrier? The Harbinger did, yes. He knew you wouldn't take any risks and come here with an army, but he wanted you alone. The barrier won't vanish until the Harbinger wills it. We're on our own, at least for a while.
Where is he? Lucain.
Waiting for you. He thinks you won't listen to reason, but I still haven't given up. All this, it didn't have to happen this way.
You make it sound as if it wasn't the Purity who started this war.
I understand that's how it must seem to you. And believe me, some of the things we've had to do, I'm not proud of them, and I wish they hadn't been necessary, but they were. You see, Tahar, these people, they just wouldn't understand, and they still won't. They refuse to repent. They refuse to accept Aeonir's love, just like a child that refuses the embrace of her mother. And by doing this, they deny this world a better fate. We cannot just stand by and watch, Tahar. It's our responsibility not to.
Well, the mother doesn't kill the child when it refuses to hug her, does she?
I'm speaking in metaphors, Tahar. Refusing affection from a person is one thing. Denying a god, the god, another.
What about the mages? You didn't even give them a chance.
I know, and again, I wish these drastic measures hadn't been necessary. But we've had this conversation before, Tahar, back in Everlight. You didn't try to understand me back then, and you won't now. Let me ask you one question, Tahar. Do you consider this world a good place?
It is how it is. We just have to deal with it.
Well, what if we didn't? What if there were another way? What if there could be peace, prosperity, a world without poverty or hunger, just as Aeonir intended it before we let sin corrupt ourselves? And yes, I know you don't believe because you haven't seen the light. But please, just for one moment, do it. Imagine that you knew for a fact that paradise was within our reach. Wouldn't this be worth these few lives we had to sacrifice? I would have given mine gladly if I had been gifted, as you call it. And there were many who were that did.
No, Bertrand. That's not how it works. Even if the return were real and this utopia existed, You can't justify murdering tens of thousands of people for it.
Really? Then what is it that you did? Do you think it was only us fanatics who got killed in these battles? You did the same thing, Tahar. You sacrificed hundreds, thousands of lives just to stop us, and only because you thought it was right. But I guess that means the Harbinger was right. Will you even hear out our offer?
What offer?
Well, as I said, there's a reason you're here. When the Harbinger realized we had lost the span, he knew that we couldn't wait any longer.
The ritual.
Yes, he is preparing the return.
But doesn't the Purity believe that the world needs to be free of sin and defilers before Aenir can return?
That's how it should have been. But you left us with no choice. The Harbinger is opening the gate as we speak. That is, he is preparing it. Because as it turns out, your role in all this isn't over yet. He needs you.
Me? What for?
Well, the amulet. Even though it allows him to control the Archfire, it seems that there's still something preventing him from accessing its full power, which he needs to do in order to open the gate for the All-Father. And it seems that this something is you. Your link to your mother, the Shaper, as long as it exists, the Harbinger can't open the gate by himself.
So you're seriously asking me to help him?
It's not that simple. He needs you, yes, but it doesn't matter if you're dead or alive. This is why I'm here. He said it's pointless, that you won't understand, and that all you want is to spill blood, but I still have faith in you. Please, Tahar, help the Harbinger open the gate. He promised not to harm you, and it will be the end to all persecution. No more stakes, no more executions. Once Aenir is here, this world will be peaceful once again.
Wow. I've met my share of deluded people, but this is... I just can't believe it.
You know, Bertrand, there's one thing I'm still wondering about. I'm a mage too, yet you always stuck up for me. Why? Can't you see the bigotry in that?
It's different. Aenir needed you, just as the Harbinger said. He needs you to find the Shaper.
After which he tried to kill me, yet I survived. And yet you arranged a meeting for me in Everlight.
What do you want me to say, Tahar? Yes, maybe I treated you differently because I knew you weren't like them. You were a good person. Not like your father, not like all those mages who abuse Aenir's gift for their own needs.
I wasn't the only good mage out there. There were bad mages and there were good mages, but you, the Purity, didn't make a distinction. You killed them all. Even if you were saying the truth, how do I know Lucain isn't lying?
What reason is there to lie? Once the gate is open, this world will be changed forever.
I'm sorry, Bertrand. Lucain needs to be put to justice. But maybe it's not too late for you.
In that case, it is. I just wish you could see the world that I see, Tahar. I truly do. And I'm sorry.
What the... Bertrand, no! Such a pointless death.
He's made his choice. There was nothing we could have said to convince him.
My child, is that you?
What was that?
What do you mean?
My mother. I think she's talking to me.
He can't hear me. I'm in your thoughts, and I can hear yours. You need to stop him, child. He wants to use the essence to open the gate.
So the return is real. He has the power to bring Aenir back into this world?
No, That is, yes, through the essence, the Archfire, he has the power to bring something back into this world. But it is not the deity they pray to. This man, all of them, this thing, this creature, is using them. It has been from the start.
What thing?
I don't know. But when he tried to open the gate by himself, I felt his presence. It is horrible, unspeakable. Whatever it wants in this world, it is not what those people believe.
Does Lucain know about this?
No, he does not. Everything he said,
Mother, I'm sorry. I should have...
Affection. It is strange to hear you say this.
How can I save you? How can I get you out of there?
I don't know if you can. As long as the amulet, and thus I, am connected to this man, there is no way to return my spirit. And even if I did, where to? My shell is crushed, buried under the rubble of your father's prison.
It's not. Your body is still intact.
It is. Then maybe there is still hope. But either way, first, this man needs to perish.
Is it really true that he needs me? To complete the ritual?
Yes, as long as you exist. He cannot open the portal without you. That is why he wants to kill you. Whenever he claims otherwise, it's a lie.
I understand. Just don't give up. I will get you out of there. Come. Time to end this.
So I was right after all. I knew it was pointless, but Bertrand insisted. He was always too idealistic.
Nonsense. He died because you indoctrinated him.
If I had that power, there wouldn't have been the need for so many executions, would there? No, Tahar. You're wrong. Bertrand Carpel saw the light on his own, just as I did 7 years ago. All I did was extend my hand and offer guidance.
I hate to say it, but he's right, Tahar. Your friend Bertrand. He was looking for something to fill a void within him, and the purity provided.
Do you really think you can win? You're outnumbered.
We shall see about that.
You're making a big mistake, Lucain. It's not Aenir you're bringing back. It's something else.
And here I thought you considered the Purity's faith a fantasy.
Look, my mother is still in this amulet. She just told me. Whatever entity it is that sent you these visions, it is not Aenir.
Forgive me, Tahar, but if you want to convince me, you will need to come up with a better tale than this.
Seems that this is the only way. Then don't hold back, Lucain. Because I won't.
So be it.
Oh, man! Is this really?
Not bad, Tahar. I'll give you that. Let's see how you deal with this.
Abominations!